If you seek to achieve your dreams, if you wish to surpass the limits of what you once considered impossible, know that there is a clear path ahead of you. This path requires nothing from you except to stop resisting life and to relax, allowing yourself to open up to the latent power that surrounds you. This path is what will enable you to achieve your goals and dreams. The pursuit is not in constantly trying to change everything, but in controlling the way you see this world and how you interact with it. In this video, we will dive into the world of Stoicism, where dreams and success are merely natural outcomes of the state of mind you create. This episode is not just theoretical talk, it is practical steps that will change the way you view your life and your goals. So if you feel that you need this kind of inner peace and strength to achieve your dreams, please focus with me in this episode until the end, because what we share here could completely change your life. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like the video, and let's begin now. The power of the law of attraction. Have you ever thought about how your thoughts can be the magnet that attracts everything into your life? Yes, it seems simple, but it is very profound. Let me explain the idea. The world around you is not just random events. It is a direct reflection of what is inside you. What you focus on, what you believe in, what you talk to yourself about in the quiet of the night. All of this determines the shape of your life. The Stoic philosophers understood this well. Epictetus used to say, "You become what you think about." This is not just a passing phrase. It is a psychological and practical truth. When you focus your mind on something specific, whether it is a dream you want to achieve or a problem you are trying to escape, your mind begins to shape your reality based on that focus. Imagine you are driving a car on an open road. If you constantly look to the right side, you will find yourself leaning in that direction without realizing it. The same thing happens in your life. If your focus is on what you lack or your fears, you will find your life moving in that direction. But if you direct your focus towards what you want, towards what you dream of, life will begin to move naturally in that direction. It is not magic. It is simply how the mind works. There is something in psychology called the reticular activating system, which is a part of your brain responsible for filtering information. When you set a specific goal in your mind, this system starts looking for everything that supports that goal in your daily life. Suddenly, you find yourself noticing opportunities you hadn't seen before. You find yourself surrounded by people who can help you, as if the whole world is conspiring in your favor. But there is an important point here. The law of attraction does not work by just thinking. Thinking is the first spark, but it needs fuel to ignite, and the fuel is action. Marcus Aurelius used to say, "Do not talk about goodness, be goodness," meaning that merely thinking positively is not enough if you do not support that thinking with tangible actions. If you want to achieve something, you must start acting as if you already have it. How would your life be if you were completely convinced that everything you desire is close to you? How would you act if you knew that success was guaranteed? You would start taking bold steps, working with passion, and you would stop doubting and fearing. And this is the true secret of the law of attraction. To live as if you already have what you want until this becomes reality. I know that some of you might be thinking now, is this possible? Can I really do that? And the answer is yes, but you have to start with a small step. Choose one thing you deeply desire and start directing your energy towards it. Think about it, talk about it, work for it, and you will be surprised by what can happen. The power of conscious breathing. Pause for a moment, my friend, and ask yourself, when was the last time you took a deep breath with full awareness? Not the quick breath we take when we're in a hurry or lost in thought, but that breath where you feel life flowing inside you, as if every cell in your body awakens for a moment from its slumber. Conscious breathing. It's more than just inhaling and exhaling. It's a way to return to yourself, to connect with that inner strength we often forget amidst the chaos of life. When you breathe consciously, you're not only giving your body the oxygen it needs, but also granting your mind clarity and your soul peace. The Stoic philosophers understood this well. We can imagine someone like Seneca, sitting calmly in a corner, taking a moment to breathe deeply, to reorder his thoughts and calm his inner turmoil. They may not have spoken about breathing in the same way we do today, but they understood the importance of controlling the breath, the mind, and the moment. Conscious breathing is the key to control. When you feel anxious, angry, or afraid, stop. Take a slow, deep breath in, and then exhale slowly. You'll notice something simple yet powerful. The world around you slows down, and the chaos that was raging inside you begins to fade. Science today supports this idea. Deep breathing helps calm the nervous system, reduces stress levels, and makes us more capable of focusing. But I don't want you to see conscious breathing as merely a medical tool. Rather, see it as a sacred act. Every breath you take is proof that you are here, that you are alive, that you have a new chance to make your day better than yesterday. Take a moment now and try it with me. Close your eyes if you can. Inhale deeply through your nose. Let the air fill your lungs as if you were filling an empty glass. Feel the air flowing in, as if it carries with it new energy, pure thoughts and dreams in the making. Then exhale slowly. Imagine you are releasing all the stress, all the negative thoughts, and everything that does not serve you. This simple act, my friend, can be a starting point. Make conscious breathing a part of your day, perhaps during a short break at work when you wake up in the morning, or before you go to sleep. Make it your ritual for returning to yourself, for finding calm, and for feeling strong again. Life, with all its challenges and difficulties, can be less complicated when we return to the basics. And breathing is the beginning. It connects us to life, to the moment, and to our potential. So do not underestimate this simple tool. Use it wisely and watch how things around you start to change. The power of the mind. Imagine for a moment that you are standing in front of a mirror. What you see before you is not just a reflection of your body, but also a reflection of your mind. The mind, my friend, is the first arena where everything begins. Stoicism says that the mind is the king, the leader that steers the ship through the sea of life. When you understand this, you will realize that your dreams and goals are nothing but inevitable results of how you manage your thoughts. Now let me ask you, how many times have you found yourself drowning in a whirlpool of negative thoughts? How many times have you felt that the whole world is against you? The truth is, the world is not your enemy. Your real enemy is the chaos that may take over your mind. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "It is not what happens to you that disturbs you, but your thoughts about it." In other words, what affects you is not reality itself, but the way you interpret that reality. If there is something you want to achieve in your life, the first step is to free your mind from those thoughts that impose limits on what you can accomplish. The external world is only a reflection of your inner world. If your mind is filled with chaos and doubts, how can you expect your reality to be calm and stable? But if your mind is filled with faith and clarity, you will find that the world responds to you in the same way. But do not misunderstand me. Controlling the mind is not easy. It requires continuous training, just like training muscles. Every time you face a challenge, ask yourself, is this challenge within my control or not? If it is within your control, do what you can. If it is not, let it pass. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who lived a life full of challenges, used to say, if you can control your mind, then nothing in the world can control you. Now let's be honest. The world will always be full of chaos, people who discourage you, and circumstances that test you. But the strength of the mind lies in your ability to remain steadfast, like a rock struck by waves over and over, but never moving. Here lies the power of the mind, to stand firm against the winds without losing your balance. When you achieve this, you will find that life begins to change around you. I know you might be thinking now, is this possible? Can I really achieve this level of control over my mind? The answer is yes, but only if you are willing to train yourself, to look deeply within, and to rid yourself of the thoughts that hold you back. The path is not easy, but it is worth every effort you put into it. If you've reached this point with me, it means you are seriously seeking inner peace and real change. And for that, I deeply appreciate you, my friend. Your presence here and your attention give me strong motivation to continue providing content that adds real value to you. Let's agree on one small thing. Write the word calm in the comments so I know you followed along to this moment. Your interaction means a lot to me, and I will be very happy to see your comment and participation. Stream and receive. Listen to me carefully. Life is not a battle as many imagine it to be, nor is it a war you must win through force or tense persistence. Life is more like a river flowing gently. When you try to swim against the current, you find yourself exhausted, moving with difficulty, and perhaps ending up drowning. But if you stop for a moment, if you relax and learn how to let yourself go with the flow, you will find that the river leads you to places you never imagined before. The Stoics understood this wisdom hundreds of years ago. Epictetus used to say, "Make your will harmonious with nature, and you will find peace." This does not mean surrender or weakness. It means learning how to accept life as it is, to let go of what you cannot control, and to embrace what you can change with calmness and confidence. Think for a moment about the times you strongly resisted something that was beyond your control. How frustrated you felt. How much energy you drained trying to change something you should have simply accepted. This resistance, this struggle with what is beyond your will, is the cause of much stress in your life. But when you stop resisting, when you start interacting with life instead of fighting against it, you will find the path becoming clearer. Imagine holding a handful of sand in your hands. If you squeeze it tightly, you'll find it slipping through your fingers. But if you leave your hand open, you'll hold the sand effortlessly. Life is exactly like this. The more you try to control every detail, the more it seems to slip away. But when you allow yourself to be part of its natural flow, you'll find yourself stronger and calmer. Let me clarify something important here. Acceptance does not mean being passive or resigned. It means being flexible, like a tree that bends with the wind without breaking. It means knowing when to act and when to remain silent, understanding that there are times to wait and times to take action. Marcus Aurelius used to say, "Do not demand that events happen as you wish, but wish for events to happen as they do, and you will find peace." Reflect on your life for a moment. How many times did you feel that things were going against you, only to later discover that what happened was in your favor in ways you couldn't have imagined? This is the secret of flow. When you stop worrying about everything, you begin to see the opportunities that were in front of you all along, but you were too busy resisting them to notice. Attaining a state of gratitude. Pause for a moment. Think about the things you have right now, the simple things that you might not even notice. The air you breathe, your heart beating without you asking it to, your family, your friends, the home that shelters you. Now ask yourself, how often have you felt deep gratitude for all these blessings? The problem, my friend, is that we often fall into the trap of focusing on what we lack instead of looking at what we already have. We tell ourselves, "I'll be happy when I achieve this goal," or "I'll feel at ease when I possess that thing." But the truth is, this kind of thinking keeps us in a continuous cycle of worry and dissatisfaction. The Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, wrote to himself daily in his journals, "Remember how many blessings you already have. Do not say you have lost something, but be thankful that you had it for a time." These are not just beautiful words, they are a practical way to change your perspective on life. When you start practicing gratitude, something strange happens. Your mind changes. You begin to see the world differently. Suddenly, things you once took for granted become sources of joy. The cup of coffee you drink in the morning, the ray of sunlight that touches your face, even those difficult moments that teach you patience and strength. But let me share a little secret with you. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a powerful tool for achieving what you desire. When you feel grateful for what you have, you begin attracting more good things into your life. Why? Because you simply open your mind and heart to receiving goodness. You send a message to the universe, or to yourself if you prefer a scientific perspective, saying, "I'm ready for more." Have you ever heard of the law of attraction? There's much debate about it, but what cannot be denied is that the mind tends to focus on what you prioritize. If you focus on what you lack, you'll live in a cycle of feeling deprived. But if you focus on what you already have, you'll feel rich even before you achieve any goal. Imagine you're planting a tree. If you care for the roots and water them attentively, the tree will grow strong and give you the fruits you dream of. But if you neglect the roots and focus only on the fruits that haven't yet appeared, you'll lose everything. Gratitude is caring for the roots of your life. It's the force that lets you see you already have enough to start your journey toward your goals. Now, my friend, ask yourself, then, what if you could live your life in a constant state of gratitude? What if your perpetual feeling was that you have everything you need to begin? This is not just a philosophical idea, it's a practical way to change your life. The power of full attention to abundance. Imagine for a moment that you are walking in a vast field full of blessings, but you walk quickly, your eyes searching only for a distant point on the horizon. Do you think you will notice the hidden jewels under your feet? Of course not. You will miss everything simply because you are not present. Have you ever thought about how many beautiful moments you miss just because you are not here now, because your mind is always somewhere else? We live in a world full of distractions. The phone rings, notifications appear, thoughts crowd our minds, and amidst all of this, we want to live a life full of miracles. How can we receive abundance if we are constantly distracted? The Stoics understood the importance of full attention. Marcus Aurelius said, Live the present moment because it is the only thing you truly own. This is not just profound philosophical talk. It is a practical truth. When you are fully present in the moment, you begin to see what you couldn't see before. You start noticing the small opportunities that could change your life. You begin to feel genuine gratitude for what you have, and that alone attracts more goodness into your life. Abundance is not always about money or material things. Abundance starts from within, from the feeling that you already have enough right now. Being present here and now means you begin to receive this abundance in all its forms. Imagine you are drinking a glass of water. If your mind is distracted, you will drink without feeling anything. But if you are present, you will feel its taste, its coolness, and you will appreciate a simple blessing that you may have ignored all your life. But how can we reach this level of presence? The secret lies in daily practice. Try to fill your day with small moments of full attention. When you wake up in the morning, take just 1 minute to feel your heartbeat. When you eat, focus on the flavors and textures. When you talk to someone, look into their eyes and listen as if the whole world stops. There is immense power in this practice. When you are present, everything in your life becomes clearer. Your goals feel closer because you are no longer wasting your energy worrying about the future or regretting the past. Abundance is not a distant dream, it is here, but it requires you to be here too, to open your eyes and receive it with full focus and awareness. I know it may seem very simple, but it is deeper than you think. The mornings of realization, morning, that magical moment when a new cycle of life begins. Have you ever thought about how the early hours of your day can set the tone for your entire life? Morning is not just a time to wake up, it is an opportunity, an open gateway to reshape yourself, rebuild your dreams and goals, and rediscover yourself. But how many of us seize this moment? Often, we wake up dragging ourselves into a day filled with pressures and distractions. The phone is in your hand before you see the sunlight, and thoughts about work and problems creep into your mind before you even take your first deep breath. But what if we paused for a moment? What if we restructured our mornings? We could change everything. The key here is to make the morning a sacred moment for yourself. The Stoics understood the importance of this beginning. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, wrote in his journals every morning to remind himself of what truly matters. Begin your day by remembering that everything you face is an opportunity for good. This sentence carries within it an entire philosophy. Your morning is not just a time to start tasks. It is a time to remind yourself of what you want to achieve and who you want to become. Begin your morning by directing your mind toward what you want to attract into your life. Before you move from your bed, sit for a moment and think about your intentions for the day. What do you want to accomplish? How do you want to feel? Imagine yourself living your day in the way you desire. This is not just a mental exercise. It is a practical step that reprograms your mind to work toward your goals. Then, take a moment for gratitude. Yes, before you open your phone, before you think about tasks, think of one thing you feel grateful for. It might be the fresh morning air, the warmth of the sun, or even the thought that you have a new opportunity to improve your life. Feeling gratitude in this early moment is like a reset button. It brings you back to a state of balance and inner peace. After that, don't forget movement. Your body is a wonderful tool to recharge your mind. Whether through simple deep breathing exercises, an early morning walk, or even light stretches, these moments put you in a state of clarity and energy. And most importantly, make your morning a time for presence. Instead of drowning in thoughts or planning, sit with yourself. Feel the moments of silence. Feel the coolness of the water on your face, the softness of the ground beneath your feet, and the sound of life awakening around you. The mornings of realization are not random rituals. They are an investment in yourself, in your day, and in your entire life. When you give yourself this beginning, you become more capable of facing challenges, being creative, and moving closer to your dreams. Visualization. Imagine for a moment that you are a painter, and in your hand is a blank canvas. Every morning you are given an opportunity to start a new painting, to decide the colors and shapes that will fill your day. This canvas is your life, and you are the one who designs it. But my friend, what will you do with this opportunity? Will you let the colors spill randomly, or will you choose each brushstroke carefully with love and clear intention? Visualization is not merely imagination. It is a tool of immense power. If used wisely, it can transform your thoughts into tangible reality. Many philosophers and scientists have spoken about the power of visualization. Still, the Stoics, with their simple and practical approach, knew how to harness it to live a life rich with meaning and purpose. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, said, "Your life is what your thoughts make it." It is not enough to see the image in your mind. You must live it as if it has already happened. If you dream of success, imagine yourself feeling that confidence, that pride. If you dream of inner peace, live that peace within you during visualization. Scientists have proven that the brain does not distinguish between what you visualize and what you actually experience. This is the key. Then comes the most important part: action. Visualization alone is not enough. It is merely the starting point. You must take small steps every day toward what you see in your mind. Imagine you want to build a house. You can clearly visualize the design, but if you don't start laying the first brick, it will remain just an image. The same applies to your dreams. And don't forget to be realistic and humble. Visualization is not about chasing perfection or ideal results, but about being honest with yourself and enjoying the journey, no matter the challenges. When you start your day with a clear vision of what you want to achieve and work on it with passion and determination, life begins to move in your direction. You'll notice opportunities and feel in harmony with the universe. Visualization, my friend, is a gift. It is a way to redesign your life with awareness and creativity. So let this moment now be the beginning. Imagine, live, and then start creating what you want with your own hands with love and confidence.